Hello my lovely dazzles, you can call me Brazzel, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the present and here's the wrap. I miss my friends, like, a lot. And I know I said that I just moved up here, but honestly, we've been up here for a while and we're just now getting settled into the house is what I meant. Like, we've been up here since, well, I've been up here since the end of May. So it's been a really long time. Long time as in not being able to converse face to face with anybody else other than your family, really. Not that there's anything wrong with my family, but you know, you need to get away sometimes. And I know it's like way too early for me to be getting in deep and everything and personal on my channel, but it's mostly my friends who are watching anyway. So at least I think they're watching because they should be watching. And if they're not watching, then they're not my friend. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. You're still my friend even if you don't watch my YouTube channel. But I got to see most of them before I left. Some people I didn't get to see, but I definitely either FaceTimed them or texted them, did all that I could. They were busy or I was busy. It was a really odd timing because the reason I left so early, I left before any of the rest of my family. I had already secured a job up here. Like, I transferred my position from where I was up here and found something else. And it started earlier and trainings started earlier, so I had to leave. There was a point I was up here for 2 weeks and then back down there for 2 weeks to pack and do all I needed to do. And I was so busy in those 2 weeks that I didn't get to see a lot of people. And not everybody was back home by that time. So when I came back, then people started coming and I didn't get to say a proper goodbye. But I mean, I shouldn't have to, because me as a military kid, I know what it is to move and go to a new place and still keep in touch with those same people. Like, you shouldn't have to say goodbye to your friends because they're never gonna really leave. It's all thanks to like social media and messenger, texting, and FaceTime. Like, you never really lose touch with people anymore. And sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing. But I'm talking about the good of it. Like, I'm talking specifically about 5 people, maybe. If you think you're one of the 5, you should definitely text me because I'm not doing anything. But what I said last video about those friends that I made after graduating in my first year of college, like, those bonds I made right before I moved were one of the hardest ones to get away from. The bond didn't break, but it's not as strong as it is when all of you guys are together and now one of us is away, and it's tough. But in my mind, it shouldn't be, because I've done this before. And I always said as I got older, it got harder. But I'm in a position now where I have money, I have a car, and they're nothing but 3.5 hours away. They could visit me, I could visit them. We could go places anytime in the future. We can do whatever we want, and we can go wherever, whenever. It's probably going to be the group I take to Vegas. And I hope you know who you are. I know you know who you are. The 4 of us are going to Vegas. That's after all of us have graduated and possibly been established and everything. But we are definitely going to live it up in Vegas. My problem now is being too busy with work, this summer position that I have, to get out there and find new people to befriend and hang out with. That probably won't start until my classes start, and that's not that far in the future. I mean, classes start in like 2.5 weeks, but it's just a matter of knowing like what to look for and where to look for it. Like, I only know of one person up here and I haven't seen him yet. We went to high school together, we were in band together, and he goes to UMKC, and I told him I was moving up here. I don't know, he's probably not here for the summer, but he'll be back eventually. And we said we were gonna hang out or whatever. I don't know if he'll be available all the time. I probably won't be available all the time, but we said that we were gonna hang out or whatever. He can show me around the campus. Not that I want to go to UMKC, sorry, but yeah, I have one friend up here. And he probably knows the area better than I do. If he gets out, I don't know if he does, but I've done my fair share of exploring in January, February, March, end of May. 2 months. These past 2 months, like, I've had to drive around for my job, so I got to do a lot of exploring. I found a lot of cute little shops, been to like the downtown area, of course, been through the city because I had to get to Kansas City, Kansas, because that's where one of my sites was. Found like some really good restaurants, karaoke bars. I just found this really cool coffee and tea spot, like a little cafe, and you walk in and it's got like plants all over the walls and the ceilings and like vines and everything. It's so cute, and they sell kombucha. Like, I've always wanted to try that, which it's got a really interesting flavor. One of my coworkers who actually took me there, she was like, if you like beer, I would recommend it, but if you don't, then I wouldn't. But I bought it anyway, even though I don't like beer. It was coffee kombucha, and the coffee was definitely there. It was really strong. You could taste that part, but then like the after effect was coffee. The effect, like right when you drink it, like right when it hits the tongue, it's kind of like, it does resemble beer, but that beer, if you've ever had it, that doesn't even have any alcohol in it. It's literally just like the flavor of beer without the alcohol. And I don't necessarily like that, but my sister likes it and she drinks it. That's kind of what it reminded me of. It wasn't bad enough that I didn't want to drink it anymore, but it wasn't good enough where I was like, I'm gonna guzzle the whole thing down in like a minute. If I had to do it again, I wouldn't, but it was a cool experience. And I can now say that I tried kombucha. I know I'm not that far away from everybody to like me whining like I am, but I wish they were here right now. And I know we're talking about visiting each other, like either me coming back down for a break or them all coming up for a break. But I'd rather them come up because there is so much cool stuff to do here. And oh my gosh, us together. So I'm about to expose us. We call it ourselves like the brats or whatever because I'm the black one and then there's an Asian one, a white one, and a mixed one. And when we're together, we look so good together. Like, we are the brats reincarnated, as if they ever died. But I mean, we all have like our distinct styles, our different styles, but like together as a unit, we look good. And I feel like up here, like so many outlets and malls and shopping, and like I know these cheap spots and these bougie spots and like these places we can go, the clubs and everything. I'm like, if they come up here, we will tear it up, I promise. But until then, I guess I'm just gonna have to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and actually speak to people. Anyway, I hoped you learned a little bit more about me. Give me a big one if you liked this video. If not, tell me why. If you want more of me, you know what to do. I'll see you when I see you.